students, in previous lectures you were studying about the external, internal structure of heart and how our heart performs its function. Now here we are going to discuss about the topic double circulation. Yes students, double circulation. Circulation. What is the means of double circulation? At the end of previous lecture, I will remind you that the blood inside our body, here the blood means two types of blood are grouped on the basis of presence of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the blood plasma. It is abbreviated as oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. Or you can say that arterial and venous blood. Arterial means the related to arteries that always carries oxygenated blood, and venous related to vein that always carries deoxygenated blood. I was also explained that in the right half of our body always the venous, it means deoxygenated blood is flow, because from the different part of body the blood get collected with the help of superior and inferior vena cava, first of all into our right arterium of the heart. Then from there, with the help of, it goes to right ventricle, and from there it goes to into our lungs with the help of pulmonary trunk, or you can say that pulmonary artery. Now the oxygenated blood from the lungs is passes to the left arterium. That's why, and from the left arterium to left ventricle. From there, with the help of systemic arc of aorta and descending aorta, it distributed to the different parts of body. Now students, here one thing to know more important, that as I said, in the right half of the body as well as in our right half of the lungs always flow deoxygenated blood. Then what kind of blood is flow in our left part of the body? Yes, the answer is oxygenated blood. In the left half of our body always oxygenated blood is flow. And why? Because in the left half of our heart always oxygenated blood is found. Now the topic double circulation is also related to this explanation. Why this is called double circulation? Students, inside our body the blood is flow two times for a complete circulation. Yes, two times for a complete circulation. Once it complete the right half of our body and another the left half of our body. How? First, here we are going to draw a schematic representation of this framework of double circulation. Now let us go on diagrammatic representation or schematic representation of double circulation. This is our heart. Yes students, this is our heart. And from there the blood is going to, you can say that incoming from the lungs, the oxygenated blood, incoming from the lungs. Here I mention the all parts of the heart so that you can understand it easily. This is right atrium. I write here in abbreviated form. Due to avoiding the large nomenclature of names, and this portion is the left atrium, left ventricle and right ventricle. Now the blood from the right atrium is going to the firstly lungs. This is the portion of the body above, you can say that, thoracic region, and I here take the network of capillaries so that its comparative study can be easy to understand. Here I take the largest organ, liver. It is somewhat complex structure, but you don't mind. First, I draw this structure, then there will be easy to understand how the passage of blood repeats two half during the circulation inside our body. This is the gut related to abdominal parts. And now that represents the rest part of the body. This represents the rest of the body. This is heart. That is the network of capillaries which I used to representing the different delicate organs inside our body, where the blood capillaries or network of blood capillaries help in the transportation of essential substances in our body. Now I label these. This is head, our head part. This is lungs, and that is the liver. This is gut, the whole abdominal part, and this is the rest of body. Students, I will explain first of all with the help of superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. Firstly, the deoxygenated blood from the whole body enters into the right atrium. This is the vein and semilunar valves are present. So I here draw the semilunar valves to represent more clear schematic diagram. These are the semilunar valves. These are only found in veins. These are absent in arteries. Now this is the vena cava, or you can say that pulmonary vein. No, that is the vena cava, and this is the pulmonary vein. Pulmonary vein. Now the deoxygenated blood from the whole body enters into the right atrium, and from the right atrium it passes with the help of pulmonary artery to the lungs, because pulmonary artery always carries deoxygenated blood. After the exchange of gases, it means here the alveoli of the lungs intake the carbon dioxide and outtake the oxygen to oxidize the blood. That's why the oxygenated blood firstly comes into the left artery of our body. Now here systemic arc of aorta, and you can say that pulmonary, because this is associated with the lungs. That's why this is the pulmonary vein, because in pulmonary vein always oxygenated blood is flow. Now the systemic aortic arch, that helps in the distribution of the oxygenated blood from the right half of our heart to the different part of body. These are the arteries, and likewise you can representing them as veins. This is oxygenated blood. The blood flows oxygenated blood to the various part of our body, and after the process of oxidation, the carbon dioxide is released that passes into the veins that carries the deoxygenated blood. Thus, students, the circuit of the blood circulation is completed. Now, one thing is more important to explain the double circulation, that the oxygenated, it means the arterial blood, that is located in the left half of the body. That is the left half of the body, and this is the left half of our heart. Here always flow oxygenated blood, and this is the right half of our heart, right atrium, right ventricle, and this is the rest of the right half of our body, in which the deoxygenated blood is always flow. Here also I write blood. oxygenated blood. Thus, students, from there the oxygenated blood comes to our whole kinds of organs or delicate organs, and the deoxygenated blood, thus with the help of network capillaries or network of capillaries, the deoxygenated blood is drained out into the veins, and thus the veins get collected the whole amount of the deoxygenated blood into the right atrium of our heart. Thus, always the arterial blood, it means oxygenated blood, and the venous blood, it means deoxygenated blood. Never mixing at any point. This kind of separation of the blood is due to the presence of valves inside in between our arterium and ventricle. As you all know that in right half of our arterium and ventricle, two valves are present, that is called mitral valve or bicuspid valve. Whereas in the right half of our heart, three valves are present, that are called tricuspid valve. These valves allow to always flow the blood in fourth direction or forward direction. It avoids to back. It avoids to flow the back flow of the blood into the heart and any part of the body. This is the peculiar feature of our heart, that the blood is always flow in this direction. It means from arterial portal to venous portal. That's why the blood inside our body, it means oxygenated and deoxygenated blood inside our body, never mixes. This type of systematic representation and this type of systematic, you can say that, service inside our body with the help of blood and blood vessels is known as double circulation. Once again, I want to explain double circulation. Inside our body, the venous blood and the arterial blood never mixes, because in the right half of our heart always flow the deoxygenated blood, and in the left half always flow the oxygenated blood. This is due to the presence of valves in the right half and the left half of our heart. Thus, students, this is the topic. I hope you will clearly understood that how the blood circulates in our body in two halves, and this type of half circulation or pathway of blood circulation inside our body is carried by two half phases. That's why this is called double blood circulation or double circulation. Thanks, student, for joining today's lecture.